Hi, my name is Racquel. I'm the CEO of the Caribbean Climate Smart Accelerator, and I'm also the UNFCCC Global Ambassador representing small island developing states and the Caribbean. Thank you so much for your time today. I really wish that I could be there with you, and I'm so sorry that I'm not there in person. But I'm hoping to provide a few words that may encourage you on your journey and your conversation today that are helpful and, at the very least, not harmful to your deliberations. I would like to start with a personal story just to let you know that I am not a very strong swimmer. I'm great in the pool. I can swim laps for hours, but when I get into the ocean, I am absolutely thrashing about. And that is because I'm constantly fighting the ocean, at least according to my coach. And sometimes when I get out of the water, I think about how ridiculous that is, that I would think that fighting the ocean is the way to go versus just going along with the flow. And I think that's a really interesting thing for us to think through as we approach nature based solutions and what is possible in harmony with nature. Because it's so important that we take an approach that is working collaboratively, not just with each other, but with nature. The planet has been around for 4.5 billion years, and humans have been around for just 200,000 of those years. And if you think about that in context, like if you map that on a year from January 1st to December 31st, humans have been around for 1 second of that time, 1 second of that year. And so ultimately, what we have to realize is that the planet will prevail despite the wounds that we have inflicted upon it. So, what we need to think through is how do we approach this in a way that is more harmonious and collaborative, not just with each other, but with the planet? And there are three things that I'd like to share with you that I think are things that we should consider. The first is that we need to have hope and optimism. And it is hope and optimism not just in the planet or in each other, but it's also in our future. There is a beautiful, bright future ahead of us if we are willing to embrace it. But we have to start by envisioning that future and understanding what it means for us and the way that we live and the way that we feel and the the biodiversity that we have and how healthily we are in that optimistic future that we're shooting for. The second thing is that many of the solutions that we need, we already have. And I'm not just talking about the ones in nature, which are, of course, by and large, are incredibly important for us to use, but also things like solar and wind. Those were created in the 1800s. These are mature technologies. These are things that we know and have been tried and proven. So a lot of what we need, we already have and we know how to use. I think it's really important that we recognize that we have much of what we need and what we don't have, what an opportunity that presents for us to innovate. And that's the third thing. We are seeing such massive innovation on a global as well as a regional and local scale. At Climate Week in New York, we saw a solution that involved using seaweed to create packaging. And that would mean that instead of buying a pack of pasta that you then remove the packaging, throw in the trash, and boil the pasta, you boil the pasta with the packaging and receive the nutritional benefits from the seaweed in the packaging. It's a completely new way of approaching how we live and the circularity in how we operate. But we're also seeing things like regional entrepreneurs using agricultural waste to create fertilizer, using it to create bioplastics. We're seeing people creating community gardens to battle deforestation and to generate their food. There is such innovation underway, and we are proud to be a part of that and to support it and to map it so that we have the basis and opportunities to collaborate. It is so important that as you have these discussions and you focus on what's happening all around you, that we recognize the importance not just of indigenous knowledge, but local knowledge and people who live on the front lines and are providing solutions. Those are the keys to what we need to create and how we need to live. Thank you.